So, hello, welcome to the Tots Night podcast. Today, we're joined with a band with exceptional vision. It's 2020. How are you doing, guys?
All right,
Yeah,
mate.
not too bad. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of
Cheers.
course. So, first question, straight out the gates. How or when did you become 2020?
Well, we were in school, and it's always been like we've aspired to be like a band,
The idea's always been there.
and then it was just
ever
one
since.
day, and we were just like, right, we're doing it, and then it just kind of came about.
So we had our first our first rehearsal, our first practice in September of 2019. So it's actually not that long ago, but yes, that's when it kind of first came about.
Nice. Cool.
Obviously, on repeat, made our top 5 tunes of the week. So, do you want to tell us more about how you wrote and recorded it?
Well,
It was
Uh,
Liam wrote the all the lyrics and that to on repeat. It was we just go into the studio to rehearse. Liam brings in tunes that he's wrote, and we just kind of put hands together, figure out some ideas, and see where we get with these tunes. Actually, it was Liam that wrote all that.
Was it like an easy process? Have you been like in an official studio or anything?
well, it's for bass players. Our bass player's dad's in a band, and it's the bass player in that band. He works like he's a sound engineer, and he records
okay.
our songs for us.
So yeah, we just do like live takes and all that. We get in the studio, we do live takes for the demo and stuff like that.
Cool. So, what are your like influences behind the song, or just behind the band in general?
Well, it's it's a big Smiths rip-off, really. Like
Right.
the chord
Okay.
progression and the way I wrote it is really like Morrissey's influenced me a lot in that.
Right, so
Carry on.
kind of really sorry no. We're kind of influenced. Yeah, we really like the Snuts, the Smiths, bands
Oasis.
like that. Oasis, Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, it's just same old, but we've actually not had a band on that has said the Smiths, so it's a bit of a different one. Like,
I'm influenced by a lot of older music and that. I know I'm proper into the Doors, the Beatles, the Sex Pistols, bands like that.
Yeah, I mean that is the golden era, you could say. Modern music. I hate to go back
definitely.
to them. You catfish in the Bottomlands. They don't really do it for me anymore.
I've seen them twice and all.
You've seen them a few times.
Yeah, I've seen them once, and that was enough for me. Really, it was like,
So obviously, coming from Scotland, one of the massive acts I've got to ask you about is Jerry Cinnamon. What are your opinions? Because where I'm, sat, I'm not a huge fan, but
I love that guy.
I've seen Jerry Cinnamon 5 times live. He's unreal every single time. Honestly, he's amazing.
I love that guy.
He's just got that backing, hasn't he, in Scotland? Like, everyone loves him.
He sings about relatable stuff, and that it's all about growing up in the schemes and Scotland and growing up in the council estates and all that.
It's just about him.
Just relates with a lot of folk.
It's just about him for a working class family, like me and Robbie. So we can relate to it.
We can understand what you're saying.
Well, I mean, maybe I just don't get it, but I mean, I can appreciate what he's doing. He does get a crowd going. He has made it on his own back, but
I know. How can you go for not being signed to a label, doing everything yourself, to selling out 2 nights at the Hydro and selling out Hampden and what was it, like a couple of hours?
He said we were standing in 3 minutes or something. It was like
mental.
That's
unreal. That is unreal.
That is quite mad, to be fair.
Yeah,
so I was in both nights at the Hydro. Brilliant.
Yes.
See, I've never really looked at it like that. I just considered him just a guy with a guitar, basically the Indian Sheeran I once called him, and that didn't really go down well.
You probably could say that, but that he's honestly unreal. That man can do so much, standing up there with a guitar and a couple of lip pedals.
I know.
Yeah, I suppose that's true if you look at it that way. They're just like, nah, they're like, not my cup of tea, and they don't really think about the in-depth of it. As a band, have you played any gigs yet, or had any plans to?
We played our debut gig. Our debut was on the 3rd of January. So that was only about 4 months after we had kind of put the band together. We played at Broadcast in Glasgow. We sold out 160 tickets.
Decent, that not too bad for your first gig.
That's
I
good.
know.
I know.
Yeah, like that. I still think that's been our best gig so far. Just think because it was our first, and it was like everybody that was there that was batting us, and that was unreal.
Nice. Have you got any plans for future gigs? Obviously, it's a bit difficult in today's climate, but
we had a gig for the 17th of April, but obviously that's been that'll get postponed. But like that, we were headlining that one. It was in Room 2 in Glasgow. We played there before, and that was actually
we supported a band Room 2 before, but we were headlining this time, and we had sold a good amount of tickets, and we're really looking forward to this one because we've got 2 good local bands supporting us. That we know really well, that we're friends with them and that. But obviously that's not went ahead, so we're looking forward to the rescheduled date and seeing when that's got to come about again, because we're really
make it even better.
Yeah, like
make it worth the wait.
Yeah, exactly. You have time to get more buzzing for it, won't you?
Yeah.
I know.
So, like, obviously, it may be an obvious question, but where do you want to be in 10 years? Because I think we basically get the same answer every time. But go ask it.
Obviously, you've got to say where you want to be in 10 years. Obviously, you want to be at the top, man. But
there it is.
You do, man. But like, I do believe we do have potential, and I don't mean that being big-headed, but I do genuinely think we do have potential. You
got to believe in yourself, mate. Like,
I know,
if you don't believe in yourself, what's the point in doing it in the first place? Like,
I know.
You just need to believe in yourself. You need to just get together, practice as much as you can, get as much gigs as you can under the belt, get the experience, and who knows where you could go.
It's like every band aspires to be the biggest, so
of course. What's like your short term aim? Like, what would be your next like massive sort of benchmark?
I'm the only one in the band that wants to get a record deal, but I mean, a record deal would probably be mine.
Yeah.
Like coming across a record deal, so that's a really big thing. But we'd also need to put a lot of thinking into it and like seeing what we think the right option in that is. But yeah, I think it would take time to like think about and see what we want to do and kind of weighing up the pros and cons and stuff like that.
Yeah, obviously when the record deal comes, that's when you start pumping out the music. The album comes shortly after, so obviously we've got to take everything into consideration, definitely.
Because right at the start, it was actually the opposite. Liam's like, "Oh no, we're not. If a record deal comes to us, we're saying no, we're not getting a record deal." And then I don't know, it's kind of flipped. But I guess if it comes around, hopefully, or hopefully not, depending on what way you want to look at it. We just need to see what happens and see what we think's the best option.
Fair enough. So, obviously, we're in this lockdown. How has that affected you as a band? Like, imagine it's quite hard, isn't it?
They'll obviously know about see each other. Like, I've been giving Robbie like 2-meter visits like every 3 days or something. We'll sit out his front with the guitars, but I mean. Apart from that, I've wrote
a few pictures up in the Insta story. We've been sitting at the front, kind of jamming away. But Liam's kind of been writing a few tunes and sending them into a group chat, and we've kind of went away and wrote our own parts. So I've got my drum kit out the back. So I've been back there just try to kind of improve and try to write new parts that could fit into a song that we're writing.
Nice.
Nice.
I know it's difficult to record at the moment. Have you got anything recorded that you could possibly release soon, or is it
No,
taking it by ear? Yeah.
We've got an arrange recorded.
But that won't be. We need to record that again.
We weren't that happy with the final product to arrange, because we're not wanting to just release music for the sake of it. We want to release quality. Like we know that we don't want to release music that we don't think's that great. We've played the song at a few gigs, things like that, because we've had this song for 2 years.
I wrote the intro like 2 years ago, so I've had it for a right long while, and I've only really brought it to the band recently.
We've had the song recorded for a good couple of months, but I think after this we're going to record that again, get a better recording of it, because I think what we want to do is with new songs that we're going to bring out, we're going to record them. We're not going to do live takes. We're going to go to like a proper studio and actually invest time in getting good recordings and things like that.
Yeah. Have you ever worked with a sound engineer or anything?
Well,
We've worked with Spanko, his name is.
Spanko.
Keane's the bass player's dad's bass player.
Tongue twister.
He mixed all the demos and things like
that. Nice. Do you do any of that stuff yourself? Like, are you into music production or?
Well, I would do it in school. We take music tech.
So I just sat my higher music tech, exam and stuff like that. So hopefully, I'd like to get into something like that, into music technology and some production stuff like that.
Nice. Have you only played in Scotland, or have you played in the UK as well?
No, I've just played in Scotland. We've only played 3 gigs.
Have you got any plans to come down south?
Well, we'll see what happens. Keane was trying to get his booked into a festival in Liverpool, but I'm we'll do it, man. But they're getting down there. It's the problem.
Yeah, bit of a trek, isn't it?
No. Into Liverpool to play a 30-minute set and then rating your stuff back up to Motherwell.
It is a graft, isn't it? It is a massive graft.
Just wait till we've got a tour team and a tour bus and all that. That's when we can.
We'll look forward to it.
We can play all the world.
Okay, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
You too.
You can stream on repeat, Apple Music, Spotify, all valuable streaming services. It's out there. It's a great tune as well. With it being a demo, it's got that real, edgy, raw feel to it. Because we were actually talking about it yesterday. There is such thing as overproduction.
Definitely. I feel that's the problem with the first track, Heatwave. I just feel as if that's just a bit too much. Doesn't sound that much compared to the Truthing on Repeat. Doesn't really give us a out there vibe. Yeah,
obviously. I mean, when you're first starting, you've got all these tools that you're in your arsenal. You just want to use them all. But
we actually recorded Heatwave 2 months after we had got together. So I think we kind of jumped into that a bit too fast. And I still think it's a good tune, but I think it could have been better.
Well, I mean, where I'm seeing a lot of potential in you guys, and if you ever are in England, we'd love to come see you live.
Yeah,
been a pleasure talking to you guys.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for having us.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Cheers.
See you later.
See you later, mate.